Today I'll be continuing on with my series of reviewing the Beatles albums with their 11th studio album, Yellow Submarine, released in January 1969. So as usual, I'm going to give a bit of history and background behind the album before I get onto the songs. So the first thing to say about Yellow Submarine is that it's only half a Beatles album, technically. And when I say that, I mean the first side features 4 songs which were included in the movie of the same name, which are only a northern song, Altogether Now, Hey Bulldog and It's All Too Much, as well as Yellow Submarine, the song, but that had already been on Revolver, and All You Need Is Love, closest side one, but that had already been on Magical Mystery Tour. And side 2 is George Martin orchestrations, which featured in the movie, but the Beatles didn't contribute anything to them. So in this review I'm just going to be talking about the 4 songs that I mentioned, so probably my shortest review so far. So the Yellow Submarine animated film was released in July 1968. The film is a pop art movie, and the design and imagery of the movie is pretty, far out and psychedelic, colourful. The Beatles didn't actually do their own voices in the movie, and after the film had its world premiere at the London Pavilion in July '68, they watched it, and the film became a success. I think they regretted kind of not doing their own voices. So in July 2018, for the 50th anniversary of this movie, I went to the Chapter Art Cinema in Cardiff and I watched a restored version of the movie. And yes, it was interesting to see how well the movie holds up. I mean, it looked quite modern, and which was very good after 50 years. And everyone who went to watch the movie were given these souvenirs, which are just pretty cool. Just some photos from the movie, from the animation. So that's pretty good. The souvenirs. So I'm just going to mention, while on the subject, the Yellow Submarine song track from 1999, which is a soundtrack / compilation of songs, which was released in 1999 to go along with when the movie was reissued. And for a start, anyone watching this who was interested in this album or the Beatles and wants to pick up something, for a start, this would probably be better value for money. But also, there's a lot of good songs in here, and there's more songs, and it's probably better than the album I'm talking about, really. So I thought I'd mention that. So the album cover, the album artwork basically shows the animated Beatles in the cartoon movie, as well as some of the characters, and it shows the pop art, psychedelic design of the movie as well. And on the back cover, there are some notes by a bloke by Tony Palmer from The Observer. And these notes are actually about the White Album, which was released just 2 months before Yellow Submarine, nothing to do with Yellow Submarine. And it says, I'll read a bit of it. If there is still any doubt that Lennon and McCartney are the greatest songwriters since Schubert, then next Friday, with the publication of the new Beatles double LP, should surely see the last vestiges of cultural snobbery and bourgeois prejudice swept away in a deluge of joyful music making. And so the notes are pretty good, and there's this inner sleeve here, which is interesting, and the album is on the Apple label. So I thought I'd just show that. Let's put it away real quick. Put that back. So I'm going to get on to the songs now. Stay there. So Yellow Submarine, if you want to know my thoughts of the song Yellow Submarine, watch my review of Revolver, right? So we get on to the first of the 4 new songs, with only a northern song. So this song, George Harrison wrote the song actually, and it was actually recorded during the Sgt. Pepper sessions, but the producer George Martin rejected the song at that time. He told George Harrison that it was boring, which is quite maybe could be quite mean in a way to say something like that. But George Harrison went away and contributed Within You Without You to Pepper instead. And it's a shame George Martin didn't like the song, because it's a pretty good song. It is an underrated song. It's pretty psychedelic and quirky. And the lyrics are kind of a sarcastic dig at Northern Songs, the publishing company for Lennon McCartney at the time, and maybe about the fact that George was being treated as maybe a junior songwriter within the band. So that's pretty good. So we go along to All Together Now, which is a simple sing-along song. It's quite catchy, I suppose. There's not too much to say about the song, but I like the scene at the end of the movie where the Beatles appeared in person for the only time, and there's some funny dialogue between them, and this song plays out the movie, so I like that. So we go along to Hey Bulldog, which is a fantastic rocking song, and another underrated song, recorded just before the band went off to India in February '68, interestingly. And there's a great band performance, solid band performance from the four members really. John's vocal performance, Paul's bass line, George's guitar solo is very good, rocking. The four of them really do a good job. And there's a music video for this song, which is on YouTube, a remastered version, and it wasn't discovered. It was filmed during the recording sessions, but the music video wasn't discovered until 1999, when the Yellow Submarine movie was being restored and reissued. And the video is cool. I mean, it shows them getting along, John and Paul having a laugh on the mic while recording the song. It's really cool footage. George looks cool in it, and I'm going to put a link below anyway to the Hey Bulldog music video for anyone interested. So we get to the last of the four new songs which were contributed for the soundtrack and the movie. It's All Too Much, another George Harrison song, and another underappreciated song, psychedelic 6-minute long piece. The sound of the song overall and the guitar work is certainly ahead of its time. So that's It's All Too Much. Those are the four new songs. And the side one closes with All Need Is Love. If you want to know my thoughts on that song, watch my review of Magical Mystery Tour, right? But I will say one thing about All Need Is Love in the context of the movie. I think is very good. It's a good message for a start, but also the way it is played at the end of the film, before the Beatles appear in person. It plays out the movie. So that's pretty cool. So that's my review of the Beatles' Yellow Submarine album. And yeah, my rating of the album. Okay, well, it loses a point. I can't give it a 10 because, well, there's only 4 new songs contributed. But good songs, mostly. Hey Bulldog is very good. It's All Too Much. And side 2 is George Martin orchestrations. So I'll be kind and I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. Yellow Submarine. Okay? So anyway, that's my review of Yellow Submarine. As usual, feel free to watch, like, share, subscribe, and all that sort of thing. And I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Peace and love. Goodbye.